Coming up on this week's Movie Buff. Yes, the wait is finally over. We'll be telling you a bit more about this unique film. Then from a hot but largely unknown cast to a hot, very familiar face in the form of Eva Longoria Parker, lucky reporter Alex Wise got to get up close and personal with the desperate housewife herself. And finally, on a more serious tip, Oscar winner Halle Berry is back on the big screen this weekend with Things We Lost in the Fire. Right then, kids, let's Cloverfield it up. The first thing you'll notice is that it's all shot from the point of view of one camera, kind of Blair Witch style-y. The plot, without saying too much, follows a group of young, trendy New Yorkers whose lives are turned upside down when the city is attacked by a monster. The monster remains a mystery, as like in films like Alien and Jaws, you never actually get to see the beast that you're up against. However, you will find yourself in the middle of the action, as you know only as much as the characters do, so be ready for one scary ride. And you probably don't recognise many of these faces yet, as it was a deliberate decision to resist getting a famous name in, although we reckon they're all possible contenders for big things if the movie lives up to its hype.
So, you're killed on your wedding day by a rogue ice sculpture, as it happens. Do you A, take into account the literal meaning of rest in peace and go live out your afterlife in the clouds, or B, cast a watchful eye over your would-have-been hubby? Well, if you're Eva Longoria Parker, you do the latter. The Desperate Housewives star plays a would-have-been wife in the afterlife who wants to thwart her fiancé Henry's efforts in finding love. Eva told us she's a big believer in all things spooky.
I believe in angels and energy and people who in the afterlife that are still with us. I'm a big believer.
Lake Bell plays psychic Ashley, the new love in Henry's love life. With a little help from his sister, she starts to grab the attention of the veterinarian, something Eva's character Kate isn't too happy about. The cast got on famously, as clearly evident from what you see on screen.
Paul Rudd, I'm so excited that he signed on to this project, and I'm such a big Paul Rudd fan, and I love every movie he's ever done. So to be able to share the screen with him is a big honor. Lake and I have been friends for years, so just playing with her every day was easy, so easy. And then Biggs and I had so much fun that we actually decided to do another movie together.
The film opened at cinemas nationwide on Friday.
I'm getting the feeling like she wants me to be happy again.
I'm getting that feeling too.
You are so dead. What?
I don't say anything.
Your dad was my best friend. When I was your age.
Thanks for coming.
Sure.
Halle Berry shows off her Oscar-winning credentials in the emotionally charged Things We Lost in the Fire. She plays the widowed wife of David Duchovny's character, who's in the film for all of 5 minutes, struggling to come to terms with his death.
I'm the one that needs the help here.
Benicio del Toro plays Jerry, his best friend, a sad drug addict who helps her in the grieving process. It's an emotional ride from start to finish, with Halle crying her eyes out in many, many scenes. Strangely enough, she didn't find that too tough.
Those are not the hard scenes, honestly. Those are written on the page. She has a cathartic moment. She breaks down and cries. The harder scenes were, how do you tell Jerry that it should have been him?
During filming of the movie, Halle discovered she was pregnant with her first child, so was playing a miserable character difficult for her to balance.
Well, it was a delicate performance for me, because I wanted to be true to the character and I think to the grief process, and a lot of the grief process can be very internal, so it was about finding ways to strike the balance with the emotion that she had, but also with the restraint that a woman like this, and especially the character that Alan Loeb wrote, had.
It's a hard role for Berry to pull off. Her character is so miserable for much of the film that it's easy for the viewer to lose interest. But it's Benicio del Toro who really shines, putting in a convincing and touching performance of a gentle soul who's lost his way.
I want to be your friend forever.
Like you were with my dad?
Things We Lost in the Fire opens on the 1st of February.